Hi everyone, this is Sushma. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video today, I am going to explain a story from my children's textbook. Okay, he is studying grade 3. Okay, let's start the story. Once upon a time, there was a king named Midas. He was rich, very rich. He was fond of collecting gold. Even though he loved gold a lot, there was one thing in the world that he loved even more. That was his lovely daughter. Okay, like the king Midas kept all his gold in a dark room in his palace. Every day he would go and spend hours and hours to just looking at all the gold he had collected. And he never knew the value of his collection because he never counted the number of ingots he had. Actually, he should have been a happy person, but he was not because he always wanted more and more. One day he was sitting while watching his gold over his gold. He saw a stranger. He saw a stranger appearing out of the shadows, and he said, "Midas, are you happy? You have enough gold, right?" Then he couldn't. This King Midas, he couldn't stop thinking who the stranger was. He didn't stop to think who the stranger was at the time. Then King said, "No, I'm not happy because I don't have enough gold. I want more. I want more." He said. Always he says, "I want more and more." Then what happened next? Okay, this stranger asked him, okay, how much do you gold how much gold do you need to be happy? And then he said, I wish whatever I touch would turn into gold. This is my wish, he said. Okay, are you sure? Do you really want your wish come true? And then he said, yes, I really want my wish to come true because if I had get the golden touch, I would be very happy. I would be very happy if I had the golden touch, he said. Okay, then the stranger granted him the golden touch, and he disappeared. Next day what happened? Next day he woke up, and he started touching within his reach. Soon he did everything turned into gold, like bed sheets covers, and flowers in the vase, his clothes, everything started turning into gold. And next what happened after that? He went to have breakfast. Okay, after that he went to have breakfast, and he touched the food and water, everything again turned into gold. He couldn't eat anything. He felt, he couldn't eat anything at the time. He thought of eating something. That's why he went to have breakfast, but he couldn't eat anything. And next what happened? Again he ran down to the garden, which was blooming, which was flowers, which was full of blooming flowers. That time what happened? Every flower he touched turned into gold. And again the verse was still to come. His little daughter, who rushed into his arms, also turned into a golden statue. At that time his heart was broken. He couldn't do anything. He was in a great pain, great sorrow, despair. He couldn't do anything. Then he told himself, like, I wish I could be the I wish I could be the poorest man on the earth if I could only get back my daughter. Then what happened next? This stranger who gave him the golden touch appeared in front of him and asked, "Okay, Midas, are you happy now that you can change everything? You can turn everything into gold. You can change everything into gold." Then he said, "No, I'm not at all happy. I'm not a happy person because I have never been miserable. I have never been miserable in my life, but now I am facing this situation. Like, I lost everything. I lost what I truly love. I lost my daughter. Please take back your golden touch and give my daughter back to me." He said like that. And the stranger showed pity on him, took pity on him. And again he said, this stranger said, "Go and get some water from the river which flows near your palace. Okay, go and bring some water." And he rushed to the water, having taken one jug. He rushed to the river, sorry. And he filled water in the jug, and soon after he filled water in the jug. So everything, his clothes, everything started getting into normal stage. Next, what happened? Immediately he went to his daughter, and he poured water over his daughter's statue, and it was also, it became normal. She smiled, and immediately she smiled and gave him hug. And next, he ran towards his palace and garden. He poured water. He kept on pouring water everywhere. Then everything turned back to normal stage. Then he was that time he was so happy, because this he realized his mistake. What he learned from this story is, he learned that gold is not a precious thing in this world. Okay, whether we are happy or not, it is matters here. So this is what he learned from this lesson, and this is what I wanted to say from this lesson. Yes. And the one more thing is, books, reading books. I told you already in my previous video also, I don't read that much. Okay, already I mentioned. But whenever I have to teach my kids, at that time I read their books. I need to explain everything, so I read their books. I used to read their books every time. So what I felt is, books are, children, if you take children's books, they are very easy. Pick up any book from their textbooks, any book you can take, and read something or the other from their books, because he's studying grade 3. Okay, but these sentences are very small, very clear, you can understand very easily. If you That's why I'm saying, if you have children, definitely you can use their books. You don't need to go to a bookstore and buy a books. No, it's buy books, it's no, it's not like that. You just utilize your children's books, textbooks, and it is very easy to understand. And also, while reading their books, you don't need you don't need to google it for each and every word like that. Okay, it is very easy. That's why I'm saying. And also, one more thing is, while reading books, children's books especially, you don't need to maintain dictionary also. You don't need to search for this word meaning this one. No, it's not like that. It's very easy, simple sentences. That's why I'm asking you, I'm suggesting you to read their books. Okay, try to take their books, pick up any one book which you can understand very easily. This is now I explain one story, right? It is my children's textbook, English textbook. Okay, he's studying grade 3, I told you already. So this is what I wanted to say in this video. Try to read their books. Okay. You don't I know personally, because if I know very well about myself. If I buy any book, I don't read that book. We can't read. We just keep those books aside, and we don't read, we don't use them at all. So that's why I'm saying, take children's books and try to read as much as you can. And this is what I wanted to say in this video. Please, if you like my video, please do subscribe, share to your friends. Thank you.